partner, Pat Crimmins.
Good afternoon.
Ray Rogina, and guess where we're at? We're here at Swedish Days, the granddaddy of them all, in beautiful downtown Geneva, and a beautiful sun-kissed Friday afternoon. And of course, this is the third day of Swedish Days, and it has 2 more days to run. And we're going to talk in a minute with the executive director and the marketing coordinator of the Geneva Chamber of Commerce, and they will tell us a little bit about what's going to go on here the next 2 days. You need to get down here, right, Pat?
Yes, it seems like we were just here 6 months ago or
for
so
the Christmas walk.
Christmas walk.
And it was a wonderful event.
So this is the same thing without the Christmas, but you add a lot of Swedes.
A lot of Swedes. And there's a beer tent over here, and there's a variety. You hear the music in the background. Listen, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Friends, this is Ray Rogina. Hey, the Kane County Cougars are back for the summer. The best family entertainment around features sunshine, baseball, and fireworks through Labor Day. With great food, entertainment, giveaways, and running the bases after every game, there's something for everyone at a Cougars game. And Thirsty Thursdays feature $2 beer, pop, and hot dogs. And on Sunday, a $15 ticket gets you $15 right back in concession cash to spend at the ballpark. What a deal for you baseball foodies. Come visit us at beautiful Northwestern Medicine Field this summer for your dose of sunshine, baseball, and fireworks. And make your family memories today. We are back here at the grandmother of all fest, Swedish Days in Geneva, Illinois. We're pleased to have, again, 2 of the finest from the Geneva Chamber of Commerce, Paula Schmidt, the executive director, and Laura Rush, the marketing guru. And
that's nice.
And they're familiar because 6 months ago, Pat and I were here for the Christmas walk. We stood in the cold in front of the courthouse. They told us about all of that.
Antlers on, I believe.
I believe they did.
Yeah. Oh, we did.
And I was riffing. I was really funny that day.
All right. We're taping this on Friday, so we know that we want to summarize for our audience Saturday and Sunday here at Swedish Days. Before we do all that, let's talk a minute about the businesses and why they like this event for a variety of reasons, and why the customers should like it as well.
Well, it's a great night and great week for the businesses. So they are allowed this week to have sidewalk sales, bring their products outside. They can talk to people. They can sell outside. It's just a nice event for them. They do very well during Swedish Days. It's a very popular time for shoppers. And Thursday night was our Midnight Madness night, where they all stayed out and open later.
Did you see Pat here on Midnight Madness?
Whatever I can do to get a bargain, you know.
And Laura, I'm going to ask you this question because this is a Swedish festival. I know you want to talk about Swedengas.
Yes.
Please entertain our audience with that.
So Swedengas is how we incorporate Swedish into Swedish Days. It begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. and it is vendors that all have a Swedish component to them, whether they're selling a Swedish item, whether they're telling you your Swedish ancestry, whether the Vikings from the Viking ship are there telling you about the Viking ship. We have 10 vendors, and they will be just to the west of me, just to the west of the beer tent in what is deemed the judge's lot, starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. We invite you to come talk with them, buy their products, and take a little Swedish Days home with you.
To get into that lot. A little side
Well, if you're selling Sweden, good.
Now, what is the connection, if you would, with Sweden, Geneva, and the celebration of the festival?
Geneva was founded by Swedish immigrants, and at the time when Swedish Days started in 1949, many homes just still spoke Swedish. So we had no choice but to have Swedish Days, obviously. It started with the merchants joining in, dressing up, decorating their windows, and a giant smorgasbord going down 3rd Street.
Wow.
Now, she mentioned the beer tent, and of course we're standing in the shadow of such. And I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the fact that this beer tent, craft beer tent over here, has 4 wonderful choices here from 4 wonderful breweries here in the area. Penrose, Geneva born bread. Stockholm's right up here on State Street.
Good fish over there.
You and I have had a few beers in there. Art History, a newer
of those two, absolutely.
And a little taste of St. Charles as well. Our guy Mario Spina from Octane 93, and they're over here as well. So a great choice of beers, craft beers and such, and you'll want to enjoy it. Now, how about food? Do each of you have a favorite food here at the Swedish Days Festival?
I would say probably the corn dog is my favorite food. I have to have it once a year.
Paula?
I've got to do the Swedish meatballs down by the Methodist Church.
What's the story I hear about a turkey leg?
Yes.
That's right
Behind us, the
Right
Knights of
behind
Columbus.
What is it?
Knights of Columbus.
It's a turkey leg.
It's a turkey leg.
But they do what? They're just selling the pieces of it?
Well, one of the things about
It's an ice cream cone, but it's a turkey.
It is. But one of the things about the food booths that a lot of the public may not know is we only allow nonprofit food booths to operate during Swedish Days. We don't allow food trucks or outside food vendors because it's their fundraiser. Then they give back to the community in the form of scholarships or giving to other nonprofits, so it's real important to frequent the food booths.
Now you have 2 big events coming up on the main stage tomorrow, but before we get to that, over here in the craft beer tent tomorrow afternoon we have the O'Briens, is that correct?
That is correct.
And they are part of the O'Brien lineage from St. Charles.
Yeah,
Dennis O'Brien and of course, what did you say, Pat? Maybe a little combination?
A little Irish and Swedish.
Yes.
It's been out for about 5 states.
Although I understand they do play the Grateful Dead, and I'm always happy when I hear that. And then how about late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night, the 2 big bands of Naperville.
Well, I'll tell the first one, Paula can tell the second. At 5 p.m. tomorrow, the Student Body will be performing. We have not had them at Swedish Days before. Their bio says that they play music ripped from the yearbook pages.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds energizing and exciting.
Pat, you were not in the yearbook, is that correct?
Additional senior. We still love the music.
And our closing event band is called Generations, and as the name says, they're doing it 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. So
All
they're
right.
very creative.
And finally, you put everybody on high alert for this. Sunday, the grand finale, the parade. Talk about that.
The parade will begin at 1 p.m. It will go down Anderson Boulevard. It will to State Street East to 3rd Street South. We have about 70 units in the parade. So we have bands, we have the Shriners, a lot of community businesses, community organizations. It's definitely a real family entertainment that you just don't want to miss. One of the best parades probably in Illinois.
And as we talked about earlier, they're throwing candy.
You can get some candy.
The Shriners are throwing onions. No.
I hope
But
not.
people are putting out their chairs early.
They will. Chairs will be out, blankets will be out, people will find the best
A
viewing
tradition
spots.
like no other.
Absolutely it is.
Swedish Days Parade. Well, it's time to move, but before we do, a big thank you to both Paula and Laura for taking time to give us an overview of Swedish Days 2023 here in Geneva, Illinois.
Yes.
And
Your website?
Always what's the last word?
GenevaChamber.com.
There it is.
And don't forget, come back for Festival of the Vine.
Oh, yes.
And of course, we'll be back for the Christmas walk.
Absolutely.
We're looking forward to the new costume this year.
Well, we'll find one.
All right.
We're gonna head down to the James, and we'll take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Hello, friends. This is Ray Rogina. You face technology challenges every day that threaten to steal business, compromise data, and bring your business down. Without a good partner to help protect from phishing, ransomware, viruses, data breaches, employee turnover, and cybersecurity threats, your business is at risk of losing everything. Teqworks has been the trusted IT partner to Fox Valley businesses for over 20 years, keeping systems secure and providing extraordinary customer service, helping your business grow. Call Teqworks today at 630-482-2227 or visit www.teqworks.com. That's Teqworks with a Q, TEQ works, and see how Teqworks IT service can transform and secure your business. Hello, friends. This is Ray Rogina. I'd like to say a few words about my friends at the Karas Group of Restaurants, one of our sponsors. I've been a frequent guest at all of their fine restaurants for years, one of which is Rookies, which has locations throughout the Fox Valley and beyond. My favorite dish at Rookies is the gyros plate with the 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐽𝐻 appetizer. Oopa! My wife, she loves the Hall of Fame chicken sandwich. But I can honestly say that I've never had a bad meal there, regardless of whatever I've had to eat. The wings are out of this world, the salads are delicious, great burgers, tacos, all-American specialties, and don't forget their pizza. And of course, you can wash this all down with one of their famous Mai Tais. Try them out. St. Charles, Geneva, Elgin, Hoffman Estates, Huntley, and Roselle. Rookiespub.com. I'll see you there. We're back, and look where we're at here. We're at the James in Geneva, and I'm pleased to be joined with the owner, Gretchen Hupke, and the director of food and beverage, James Koklas. Jimmy. Well, don't call me James, call me Jimmy. But speaking of James, I'm going to start with Gretchen right away out of the gate. You came in here, you took over for Fiori's, it was a long-standing restaurant here, and the first thing I have to ask is, why the name
James? Well, when we first came in, we knew that right away we wanted to somehow pay tribute to the wonderful town of Geneva. This being a historical home and building that was built in the 1920s, we started researching immediately and found the name James continued to come up. It was James Harrington who founded Geneva, the first tavern owner. A number of the individuals who lived in this home as a residence were named James as well. But most importantly, my father, who passed away in 2020, James 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐚𝐲, started our family businesses, which include a number of others, and we wanted to really honor him and pay tribute to him. So from there we came up with the James.
There's a street named James.
There is a street named the James, and we have our wonderful food and beverage director, as you said, James.
And homage to your dad, I think, is most important. And I guess that you also alluded to the fact, and let's get to that point before we move on to this restaurant. You have other properties.
We do, in fact. We have a number of other properties. 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐚𝐲 Golf Club in Romeoville, which on property there we have a 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐚𝐲 Tavern, which is a full service restaurant, as well as a banquet facility, a performance center for club fitting and lessons. Additionally, we have the Mistwood also utilizes the Joliet Union Station.
My hometown.
Joliet Union Station for weddings and events. We also have the Mistwood Golf Dome in Bolingbrook, and there on property we have 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐚𝐲 Sports Bar, and then our newest is the James.
Well, you're busy.
Our family.
You're busy to say the least. So now we get to the James here, and I guess Pat. I wondered out loud how do they develop the theme in the restaurant as far as the food is concerned.
So, first things first, we knew we were going to look for another property and do a restaurant. Steakhouse kept coming up over and over and over. When we got this property, it didn't necessarily translate into a steakhouse. We knew Geneva was loaded with Italian, right? Some good Mexican restaurants. What was it missing? It was missing a good American fare, something we do really well at 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐚𝐲 Tavern. In addition to that, our chef brought a nice beef program. We use Allen Brothers beef, which is the oldest butchery shop in Chicago. They are exclusive to all our beef, our proteins in the restaurant. We're very proud to serve them. So again, with not calling ourselves a steakhouse, we have a nice beef section. You can get a great steak.
Great steak.
Absolutely.
The beef program.
Pat, think about that for my birthday. Just
there you go. Nice going in the back of the sky.
And then, I've been to enough restaurants to know that on occasion, the menu does change. How do you go about constructing an evolution of the menu?
We brought on a very, very excellent chef. We sought this chef for a couple months before we made the decision to move forward and hire him. He comes from a great background. He was at the Godfrey Hotel in West Hollywood in California.
Okay.
He's a local resident in Aurora in Illinois, so he moved back home. And from there, it just it was instant. I guess the conversation that we had when we first started interviewing him and talking to him and getting his ideas, it would just it was a marriage. Great knowledge of ingredients, great knowledge of food, and has a great background in sushi and Japanese, a little bit of French, and I think he did a great job with our menu here, the James, just tailoring it all to American fare with his little snippets of Japanese and French and steak, which is great.
You try an addition?
I have, and I'm embarrassed to admit, but a little bit of a picky eater. But Chef has encouraged me to try, mussels, tuna crudo,
mussels,
salmon,
torched salmon, all these things, ceviche, swordfish ceviche, all these things that I traditionally, even soft shell crab tostada. And I have to say, Chef is incredible, and every single thing has been delicious.
You tell Chef you haven't mentioned one thing that I would not sit down and partake in. We're standing here near the beautiful patio that's been a tradition for years here, outdoor dining. And I guess the question is, besides the outdoor dining that people can avail themselves to, do we have entertainment?
We do. We have entertainment on Friday and Saturday evenings, and additionally some Thursdays. Last night during Swedish Days, we did have music here on Thursday evening. If you go to our website, there's a list of all of the all of the musicians that are performing pretty much all the way through early fall. So it's definitely something that has been very popular. We've only been open, this is our third weekend, and music, the umbrella's opened and the music is playing and the crowd's loud.
Yeah. And what is that?
At McNally Heating and Cooling, we understand that customer satisfaction starts with arriving at your home on time. Your service technician will apply the same attention to detail and quality workmanship to every job, large or small. We offer upfront, honest pricing, and we'll make sure the job gets done right from start to finish. From furnace and air conditioning service, minor repairs, or total equipment replacement, we do it all. Give us a call or find us online and let the luck of the Irish work for you.
We're back, and as you can see, the noise is loud, the band is blaring, and we're ready to wrap this up. And a nice day today, Pat, but we had a lot of interesting news. You talked to Nick Smith yesterday.
Lots of wonderful guests today, and Nick Smith was talking about Smith stock over at Old Republic in Elgin. That's over the weekend. Lots of bands, lots of food, lots of specials. It sounds like a good time. So.
And we had a great time at Swedish Days today. We're in the beer tent having a cocktail now, but the fact of the matter remains, it's been a wonderful, and I cannot leave without saying I was very impressed with the James restaurant down 3rd Street here.
Definitely a destination.
Absolutely. So, for our producer today, the one and only 𝐏𝐸𝐿, for my partner, Pat Crimmins.
Thank you, sir.
This is Ray 𝐵𝐸𝐿 wishing you all a pleasant afternoon, evening, and weekend, and particularly at the parade on Sunday at Swedish Days. Be safe. Be kind.
Be Swedish.
That's good.
Yes.
So long, everyone.